Hey YouTube, this is Bebop. I am having trouble with my publishing my videos and stuff, so hopefully this one will go through just fine. We'll go through just fine. Of course, I am in my truck. If you want to see around, it's kind of messy, but I'm in my truck. See, there's what I eat, and today I had some Firehouse chili. Good stuff when you're on the road. And what else? And here is my layout of my curtain. Of course, you can't see that great. It is an eagle. Yes, it's nice. Um, I'm been soloed out for about a week and a half to 2 weeks. I'm saying about 2 weeks come Monday. I've had fun out here. Wish I could have, wish I could have been summertime when I got soloed out. But you can't get everything you want in life, so you might as well just deal with it. This week, the loads I did one from Tobyhanna, Pennsylvania, all the way to Wisconsin. And yes, I was 30 minutes early with this load. It was delivered to a Walgreens. Had trouble finding a place. My GPS lied to me, like always, so I hardly ever go by a GPS device. And what has kept me more entertained than anything in the world is, I hope you can read that. Yes, you know who this is. Yes, this is My Semi Life, the Blind Spot podcast. Yes, Blind Spot podcast, and none other than. Oh yes, oh yeah. You know who that is. You know who that is. Yeah, you know who that is. That's Trucker Two Time. And I just now got into listening to Mr. Trucker Tom. Yeah, Trucker Tom. Yeah. Use the code PODSAVE. That's PODSAVE. Yes, Trucker Tom. Um, yes, I have been listening to them. They've been keeping me entertained while I've been doing these long journeys throughout the states. Yes, they are good podcasters, and if this hits off pretty good, maybe I'll do a podcast. Don't know yet. Just maybe. First off, I need to get me a good cam, because the one I got ain't working. But what can I say? Hey, I'm getting videos out there. I'm letting everyone know that I'm enjoying working for Swift. And a company is all you make it. If you enjoy your job, don't let no other driver discourage you about what you're doing, when you're doing it, how you're doing it, where you're doing it, as long as you enjoy your job. A lot of truck drivers just told me, oh, you work for Swift, I wouldn't work for them. Okay, you're not. Point blank. You're not working for them. I'm working for them. Why are you trying to tell me where to work at? Don't listen to that. An entry-level career, just coming out of school, Swift is an awesome. Only thing I disagree with Swift is about their training or their teaching program. They believe 6 weeks everybody learns the same way. No. Everyone don't learn the same way in 6 weeks. Some of them takes longer. That's probably reason Swift, kind of gets a bad name when it comes to, the safety part, because you put a guy out there that has questions in a truck, he's either going to do one thing. He's not going to make it, or he's going to have a bad accident and have some fatalities. I felt comfortable when I got soloed out. That's the only reason I, soloed out. Because I was comfortable in what I was doing. And, if you come aboard on Swift and you're not comfortable after 6 weeks, you know, I don't know how they'll do it. Maybe they'll stick you with another mentor. Maybe not. I'm not for sure. I was comfortable in 6 weeks what I was doing. But if you're not comfortable in what you're doing, for the most part, whatever you do not get in one of these trucks by yourself and expect to learn it by yourself. I've done tried that with the last company I worked for. It didn't work out too good. I was with that teacher for 3 months and learned more in 6 weeks than I did 3 months with my last company I worked for. So, companies is all you make it. Right now I'm enjoy working for Swift, and I hope, one day I can become a mentor and able to teach students the fundamental of driving one of these trucks. You won't learn everything with your teacher. There's some stuff you will learn, and there's some stuff you'll learn on your own. But the basics, the most 90 logical parts, you should know on your own. You should have no questions about driving that truck. I have come across a few questions since I've been out on the road. And, lucky enough, I called my mentor up and he was able to, it wasn't big questions, about highways and stuff. And he's been doing it 14 years, 1 million plus safe miles, accident free. So, he answered them for me. And my mentor was telling me he's getting ready to retire. And what he's doing now is he's passing the knowledge that he was taught on to other drivers. That's a nice thing to do. That's a nice way to look at it. You're getting ready to retire, and you're getting ready to retire, so the best thing you can do is pass your knowledge 14 years on to another driver. He picks up a little of what you're saying. Maybe he'll, do right out here. But, right now I'm really liking it. Don't like being shut down for, 2 days. I got my restart. I'm happy about that. But, part two. Yes, I said part 2 of this video will come if it publishes part 1. I got to publish part 1 first. I got to figure this out. This is getting me. This right here is getting me. This YouTube thing is getting me. So, hopefully, you'll have a part 2. If I don't throw these 2 computers I got out this window, you'll have part 2. Until then, keep it safe out there. Keep the wheels on the highway. And I'll talk to y'all later.